Good morning to all my lovelies out there. I want to say Shalafiani, which basically means morning. It's basically a greeting. Um, what I wanted to talk about today was actually today is Tuesday. I think it's the 30th, if I'm not mistaken. But Tuesday is normally associated with Mars, meaning, you know, Mars is good for communication, but also um, today is a good day for Oggun energy. And what Oggun represents in the African spiritual realm, it's like war, and he also deals with iron. And what really just hit home with me for Ogun is when I really just stepped in the spiritual side of myself, and it was a dream that came to me maybe like some months ago. And I do remember vividly how there was a bright skinned, handsome man, and he had a red wrap around his head. And I never really just understood what that meant until like I say, I stepped into my spirituality. And as things progressed by time, I kind of, slowly knew what that meant. So basically, he came to me in his dreams. He was the first spirit that came to me in my dreams. Um, Ogun is also good for clearing the path, any, obstacles that one might have. A lot of the times, most people will say that they it's very different um, ways you can deal with Ogun, but mostly how I usually just do my offerings for him is just give him maybe like iron or a knife, or if I happen to kill a bug or something, I always call him for his name, because I never really just sacrifice anything or anyone or nothing like that. But he's one of the gorillas in Voodoo. Actually, that means warrior, and he's also good friends with Ilegua, um, Ochosi, and Shango. So, well, actually, as the Patakis go, if I'm saying it right, um, is it him? I think, and hmm, I think it's him, and there was another spirit that didn't get along, or I could have it wrong, but like I say, he was the first spirit that came to me in my dream, and I always kind of knew where I was with that, but I just was a little bit afraid. And I guess it took me a while to really just understand things, especially when you're stepping out of your Christianity, things like that. It wasn't necessarily hard. It was just it's a progression, I would say. It's a progression. But also with Ogun, not only does he clear paths and remove obstacles, he deals with a lot of magic and prophecies. You know, he's always very good to use, come to him about certain things. I myself personally, I've come to him about mostly more so not necessarily personal issues, but Ogun was always to me a protector. You know, especially with me starting out, it was very, now that I'm very new with these certain things, um, he was always a protector so far as me. Um, but his colors are normally, I think, in the Haitian voodoo perspective, I think it's more so red. So far as dealing with In the Ifa realm, I think it's black and green. And actually, I have on my black today. No green, other than some pocket change, but it's always good to connect with him through nature. Like I said, iron. Um, you know, actually, there's a good way to connect with him through sparring. When you're, say for instance, you're taking a martial arts class, you can honor your sparring partner. You and your sparring partner can spar or train in his honor. Um, I think, if I'm not mistaken, I could have this wrong as well. His number is would be associated with 4, or that's how it normally came to me. Um, but like I said, it's been some months that I've dealt with Oggun, and I've never really just had the chance to really just show my gratitude. And with Voodoo and certain aspects of hoodoo, with him, I normally just, give him honor, and I normally just reconnect with nature, especially taking walks. But his energy from my personal experiences has always been normally just closed off and quiet, but not in a bad way. It's always been more so subtle. And I remember an experience a couple months ago. I think it was a financial situation. I was in a bind, and I came to Ogun, and I think it was cleared at least by maybe a week after, or maybe a day after. It was something that I was dealing with. But needless to say, Tuesday is, well, any way that you would feel necessary. But Tuesday for me, it's always a good day to, just give him honor, and just give him gratitude, especially on Tuesday, because it deals with war or communication or removing obstacles and paths. So far as the magical side. But I would like to say that he's the he's the claimer of my head, but I've also been told that he's not my main spirit guide. So, it's a journey. But like I said, needless to say, it's been a incredible journey with Ogum, because he was the first spirit, like I say, that came to me. But yeah, I just wanted to get on here and show my face. I know Papa King don't get on here just as as much, but I have a lot going on, and it's not all bad. But like I said, I normally do readings, and you know, I tend to I tend to be at work a lot, so that kind of comes into play as well. So, but to say that I'm off today and today's the day associated with Ogun is awesome. That it takes me back to when I first started on my journey and kind of found myself, I'll say. So, like I say, I was just sharing this video with y'all. Like, share, and comment. It doesn't matter. Today, oh, the necklace that I have, actually, you know, I have the Ankh with the Eye of Horus. I love this one. I think this was my first um, amulet that I got, which I always give an honor to Ogum, which, iron, or I would say any type of metal that I would have, I would always give him honor into. And maybe like a couple months after that, I got my Ileke for Yemaya, which she is the spirit of the ocean, the goddess of the ocean. And she's a very caring and nurturing spirit. They've all, not all of them, I'm not sure if all of them ever came to me in dreams, but maybe like Ogum and Yemaya. Yemaya was more so like during the waking hours. I just began to connect with Yemaya. I don't know why. It was something about the ocean and her, and I just connected. And I kind of like a mistake at first, but I was claiming Yemaya and Oggun as my main spirits. And no, 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 that's not how that works. Especially with Haitian voodoo and voodoo itself. Uh, I never got my other leke for a legua or a batala. So, with that being said, I would like to apologize with that, because if you were initiated, that could be in certain religions, that could be a mistake, a grave mistake, actually. But I just wanted to tone it down and give them honor for them coming to me and protecting me as well. But I always, 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 when you start off, if you're giving your elekes, always get elekwa and abatla first. Always. That way you won't have to, your head won't be confused, which is your ori. You won't be confused or anything like that. But yeah. And also, another stone that I had was amethyst. Amethyst, however y'all say it. I got this one pretty recently, actually. And I always kept it with me, and it deals with intuition. Um, and I've kept it pretty close. I always meditated with it, but with this particular pendant, I kind of made it because the other half of it was always broke or loose or something like that. So I just took it loose, and I took some wire and I attached it and put some string to it, and that was pretty much it with that. So, but these three will always remain with me. They're very special, and I keep them pretty close. I try not to wear Yemaya as much because it's a special leke, and plus with the beading and the decorations that's on it, I try to keep it as good as possible. So, but yes, like, share, and subscribe. I have to make another video soon. We'll progress as time goes on. Y'all have a lovely morning. Peace, love, and light, you guys.